You do look to be in great shape. How is the training camp going? Because we see the 30-second clips with Rafael Cordero and your whole team, but could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body is shit right now. I'm sore, I'm really sore.
Sure, he's 100, but G looks good.
Yeah, man, he's looking really, really good. I'm definitely a little bit crazy, and I'm definitely a little bit scared.
Just 2 months after his legendary showdown with Jake Paul, Mike Tyson appears to be in a shocking meltdown. Once the most intimidating man in the ring, he now seems to be struggling, with recent footage showing noticeable weight gain, and it's not muscle. Fans are concerned as the boxing legend tries to find his footing in this unexpected chapter of his life.
Just that head movement and inside is just wild.
Everything. And the power. It was just, that's what you wanted to see from a heavyweight. So that guy is still alive, and he still remembers all these moments.
After a thrilling return to the ring that had fans rethinking Tyson's legacy, the fallout has been harsh. The once baddest man on the planet seems to have swapped his championship glory for quick cash and mounting regret. With his career unraveling and his stamina questioned, Tyson's comeback is rapidly being seen as a disappointing misstep.
Mike Tyson, people talk to. There's certain people that are just crazy, man.
Well, these people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake Paul, they're like, this shouldn't even, like, because he's too old. I was like, I think you're crazy.
The name Mike Tyson once sent chills through anyone who stepped into the ring. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a force of nature, an unstoppable whirlwind, dismantling opponents in mere seconds.
Tyson requested the 2-minute rounds, wanting to see more action.
Fast forward to November 15, 2024, and the name Mike Tyson carries a different weight, one of struggle. His much-hyped fight against Jake Paul was more than just a battle of fists. It was a clash of eras, a collision of egos, and a sobering reminder that even the greatest legends must eventually confront their downfall.
Friend Mike Tyson tweeted that he almost died over the summer. He said, he had a bunch of blood transfusions, just had to fight to get healthy, and then his performance yesterday against Jake Paul. Just your thoughts on what we saw.
Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong.
This wasn't the Tyson we remembered. At 58 and having survived a near-death experience earlier in the year, the once unstoppable force who tore through opponents like paper now faced a YouTuber-turned-boxer nearly half his age. Let's be honest, this fight felt less like a competitive contest and more like a sad spectacle.
I'm home! Iron Mike Tyson!
Tyson struggled to find his rhythm as Jake Paul moved with the speed and energy of someone half his age. This wasn't the same man who once dismantled opponents with vicious knockouts. This was Mike Tyson, still an icon, but now broken, worn out, and barely holding on.
Kill everybody on the boat because he had to jump in with all these sharks again in the middle of Florida. And he's like, this fucking asshole says that, he cares about me and everything else. I've been fighting since I was 12. And he throws me in the fucking ocean with a bunch of...
The fight left Iron Mike in complete meltdown, raising a tough question. Could a 58-year-old truly endure the ring's demands? It wasn't just the physical toll. It deeply affected his emotional well-being, too. Weeks after the fight, Tyson opened up about the aftermath, saying, the fight was such a big ascent. We were so up and high.
The day after the fight, the day after, I woke up and told my wife, why did I do that?
In another interview, Tyson's words struck a chord, revealing the struggles of a man who spent his life chasing greatness, but is now grappling with the harsh reality that the world has moved on.
It's nature, a horrible fight, right from the start. It was just off.
Mike Tyson's comeback against Jake Paul wasn't just a fight. It's been a whirlwind of emotions and controversy ever since. In a candid December 9th interview, Tyson admitted, I'm a little depressed after the fight. For a man who once ruled the boxing world, this wasn't just about losing. It was about questioning everything, his place, purpose, and legacy.
Paul and Mike Tyson now have been suspended from boxing.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson have now been suspended from boxing, and the fallout has hit harder than any punch. Tyson's return was meant to be a triumph, but reality proved harsh. Jake Paul, a YouTuber-turned-boxer, walked away the winner, leaving Tyson's legacy hanging by a thread. At 58, Tyson faced more than just defeat. It was the crushing realization that even legends cannot outrun time. Yet, the fight was undeniably a spectacle. With 108 million viewers tuning in on Netflix, it shattered records. The hype was electric. Tyson, the warrior of old, versus Jake Paul, the new age disruptor. From the opening bell, it was clear this wouldn't be a fairy tale comeback. Tyson started strong, his punches carrying echoes of his prime. But by the second round, the cracks appeared. His firepower faded, stamina drained, and Jake Paul capitalized on every weakness.
And everybody was saying, nice shot by Jake Paul.
Right hand by Paul, that is.
Round after round, it became clear that Jake Paul maintained control. His speed and youth proved too much for Tyson. Tyson's punches, once his deadly weapons, lacked their signature power. By the fourth round, the crowd wasn't witnessing a battle, but a sobering reminder that Father Time is undefeated.
Contest 80-72, while judges Lawrence Cole and Jesse Reyes see it 79-73, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake!
The fight ended in a unanimous decision for Paul minus 80-72, 79-73, 79-73, a clean sweep with no controversy. But it came at a cost to Tyson's legacy. In the aftermath, rumors of a leaked script circulated, adding more drama than substance, leaving fans questioning what they had just witnessed. Too much spectacle, too little boxing. For Paul, it was a career highlight. For Tyson, it was a bitter pill to swallow.
Here today without him, this man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight him, and he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet, so.
The loss wasn't just reflected in the scorecards, it was in every labored breath, every sluggish step, every punch that lacked the impact it once had. And it didn't stop.
58, a lot of people thought you shouldn't be here. A lot of people thought you'd be done and dusted in the first round. Do you feel like you proved the world wrong, that you could at least go 8 rounds with a younger man?
I didn't prove nothing to anybody, only to myself.
Tyson later admitted to asterisk, blanking out asterisk during parts of the fight, saying, asterisk, the last thing I remember is Jake bowing in the ring. Asterisk, let that sink in. The man who once ruled boxing barely recalls the end of his own fight. Tracking his history, Iron Mike isn't just a nickname. It's a legacy deeply carved into the fabric of boxing. With raw power and unmatched aggression, Mike Tyson became an unstoppable force in the ring, setting records that still stand today. At just 20 years old, he shattered expectations by becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history, defeating Trevor Berbick in 1986. That was just the beginning.
The critics that brought that up.
Oh no, I don't remember the fight that much. I've kind of blanked out a little.
Sir, did you watch it back or anything or no?
Tyson's reign was defined by his brutal, explosive knockouts. Minus 44 of his 50 career wins ended in KO. His first round demolitions, totaling 24, became a terrifying trademark. Tyson's ability to finish fights before the bell even rang made him the nightmare of every heavyweight contender. When he became the first ever to hold the WBC, WBA, and IBF titles simultaneously, Mike didn't just win, he dominated. But let's be real. The fallout from Tyson's fight with Jake Paul split the boxing world right down the middle. On one side, die-hard fans applauded Tyson just for stepping into the ring.
His face, and I watched that confidence bleed from his face instantaneously.
Yeah. Then came the critics, sharpening their knives. For them, the fight wasn't some glorious comeback. No, it was a spectacle, a cash grab disguised as sport. They called it a stain on Tyson's legacy, harsh but perhaps fair. After all, it's not every day you see a man who once sent legends packing square off against someone whose fame began with pranks and viral videos.
He had left at 58. It was what maybe he might have, and the image, the scary guy, the guy that's going to eat your children, the guy who's the baddest man on.
Speaking of Jake Paul, he's a debate unto himself. Is he the new face of boxing, proving the sport can evolve, or the ultimate symbol of everything wrong with modern boxing? Flashy, loud, and more about spectacle than skill. Love him or hate him, the guy knows how to stir the pot. After defeating Tyson, his celebrity boxing stock skyrocketed, but let's not pretend this didn't also reignite debates about what boxing even is anymore.
5 million and 40 million?
I think 20 and 40. Yeah,
20 and
I think
40.
that's what I'd heard. You know, which I'm happy Mike got the money, and I'm happy that he didn't get hurt. That was my fear, that it was going to be a real fight and he was going to get hurt.
You've known him for a long time. I've known him for a long time.
I've known Tyson for a long time, and let's not ignore the ethics here. Should a 58-year-old, even one as legendary as Tyson, be stepping into the ring for a professional bout? Critics argue it's dangerous, and after witnessing Tyson's performance, they may have a point. This wasn't just a loss, but a sobering reminder that even the fiercest warriors can't outrun time.
Fight, wasn't that amazing?
Yeah. It's amazing they got paid so much money.
So here we are, staring down the barrel of Tyson's legacy, and it's a messy one. The man who once ruled the ring like his personal jungle gym is now calling out Logan Paul for a future fight. Yep, you heard that right, Logan Paul. After that disastrous showdown with Jake, Tyson's still out here trying to stay in the game.
He was making the money he says he's making. Showtime Boxing wouldn't have gone out of business, and Showtime would have made sure they kept paying.
So much money for that. Some say it's the money. Who wouldn't want to cash in on that sweet celebrity boxing payday? But let's be real, Tyson isn't exactly struggling financially. He's got millions in the bank. No, this isn't about money. This is something deeper. Maybe Tyson just can't let go of his glory days. There's a certain charm in staying relevant when the world has moved on, and Tyson clearly hasn't figured out how to stop craving that spotlight. So he calls out Logan Paul, and suddenly, the fight talks come rushing back.